know if it's going to. All right. Hey, it's Dashia D.
And it's JStan.
Welcome back to In Retrospect Podcast, where we look beyond the surface to find understanding.
Bring you laughs, knowledge, and culture.
So sit back, relax, and join the convo. Welcome back, y'all, from this holiday semi-break that we took. How was your turkey day?
It was interesting. I went to grandma's house, had all kind of food. The food was delicious. And yes, I am going to talk about it. Everybody's food did not look edible when they were posting it. But that's okay. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wants to see a runny macaroni every holiday season. But I mean, if you want to, if you get off on that, that's cool. That's fine. But come on now. Don't get upset when people start commenting under your pictures like, what are you doing? What is this?
I'm not sure why people post their food anyway. Just because most of us, unless you're eating something different, I don't understand the purpose of dedicating a post to that.
Well, I got to post the food now. I'll tell you why. It's like I don't know. Apparently, it's like people look forward to seeing the spread of food that my family has at this point, which I didn't realize until I think I posted a little late this year or something. And all I got was a bunch of messages like, oh man, I was waiting for it. I was waiting to see. I'm like, dang, dog, aren't you already at wherever your family's having food at?
But you put it in the stories. I'm talking about people who actually made a post to be on their page. It's interesting to me. It doesn't bother me. I just find it interesting because we all eat the same thing for the most part.
Yeah, but it don't taste the same. I will put that out there. There you go.
No, it doesn't. So my Thanksgiving was good. The food was great. It became eventful Thanksgiving night. So, guys, the night of Thanksgiving, my family experienced an Aunt Karen moment as a unit. So, what happened was, usually after eating, everybody has the itis, and you just want to sit back and watch a show and not really do much. But I was like, y'all, what if we just go to the Festival of Lights, which is a holiday thing that they do in Charleston. They have up all of these fantastic lights that are
whole lot of traffic.
Yeah, traffic, but they're donated from different businesses and agencies all over the state. And you go there, you can make s'mores, meet Santa, all that good stuff. So my family agrees, and it's like 7 of us. We pack up in the SUV. This is including kids. We pack up in the SUV and we head to the island to go to the Festival of Lights. Now, as we're traveling through, they have this sign that says, put on this station, and the holiday music is going to go, and you're just feeling good. My stepdad was like, let's take a picture. So he parks the car. We get out.
Pause. He parks in the middle of traffic, or he just to the side?
He parks in the grass. So we're not. Cool. He parks in the grass. So we're trying our hardest to get a picture. We're very well melanated people, and it's dark. So we had to, try a lot of different things. Finally, an employee comes over, takes a picture. We get in the car. We continue down the lights. I see dinosaurs, which my cousin's son, Bentley, he loves dinosaurs. I was like, Bentley, oh my, look, there's a dinosaur. And so now he's excited, and he's filled with glee. So we park again in the median. There's still traffic going, but we're in the median. We get out the car, we get in the grass, we're taking pictures of Bentley with the dinosaur. All of a sudden, we hear yelling, and we got a flashlight to our faces. And we see this man in a park ranger outfit. Get in the car! Get in the car now! Why are you out the car? And I'm not exaggerating. That's how loud he was. And he just was flashing his light. Now, mind y'all, I just gave y'all the setting. You got Christmas lights. You got holiday jingles playing, kids laughing, and Santa Claus.
Yes. Please say it again. Kids will be traumatized. Yes. Go ahead. Continue, please.
Have this man yelling. I thought it was a joke. I started laughing at him. I was like, And then my sister was like, Dashia's not a joke, like he's serious. And so he then goes out into traffic, makes the car stop so that we can get into the car because we're like, sir, there's cars coming, we can't go. As we're getting closer to the car, he's like, you're a rule breaker, you're a rule breaker. Finally, my stepdad, who was from Brooklyn, he allowed the Brooklyn to come out of him. Get heard you the first time. You don't gotta keep saying the same. Like he went
off.
And then Uncle Darren, because he's not Aunt Karen, he then walks away into the darkness of the park. And it was crazy because like, so you just was going to keep doing that until we reacted. Because initially we just were like, okay, you know, our bad. We're just taking a picture with a blue dinosaur, but you want to freak out. Okay, sir, I'm sorry your Thanksgiving dinner wasn't good. You shouldn't have worked this shift tonight. So yeah, that was the first.
Yeah, first off, kudos to your people for reacting the way that they did. I don't know if my people would have reacted in such a way that was well mannered. I think it would have just went down from right there and then. It was a free for all because that's just strange. He really went out of his way to do all of that, and then like, come on, dude, like kids are here. Like the fact that you were just shining a light in people's faces, like first off, adults tell kids to like don't shove things in other people's faces off rip. But here you go with a flashlight, even if somebody is in your eyes breaking the rules. That was OD excessive.
Oh,
and then he kept going. But listen, he deserved everything he had coming to him. As soon as he started yelling some more, rule breaker, excuse me. Listen, I will back this car up.
It was giving mall cop. That's what it was giving.
Top flight security of the world.
Yeah, like, you need to chill out. But anyway, overall it was fun. It was great. I enjoyed seeing my family, having good food.
I would have laughed so hard. Oh my god!
Oh, I was laughing because in my mind,
this isn't real. This can't be real.
Because you know, people are like, I can't wait to have an Aunt Karen moment so I can, you know, turn up. But in the moment, it's so preposterous that you don't think it's real. And I think that's why I was laughing at him, basically, because I was like, oh, he gotta be joking. Because he just like, sir.
Little flashlight. Shine bright like a diamond. Oh man, top flight security of the world. Yeah.
So over the holiday break, as people are spending time together, we got to see a taste of a family feud between King Harris and T.I. and Tiny. They started the conversation. It seemed kind of light and poking fun, and then it just quickly escalated. So we're gonna take a quick look at that and then tell you our thoughts.
Yeah, it's an interesting one here.
Ain't nobody hiding. He capping. He capping. Hey, he know I stand on business. He know that. Can't no nigga ever pull my car ever in life. I stand on business. You drop me somewhere, I stand on business. You drop me in your hood, I stand on business. I don't think you stand on business. Yeah. I've been stood on business. I've been stood on business. You want to hide it for the world, I'm going to put it out there for them to see. I want to put up nowhere. You ain't had me put up nowhere. Like, you ain't had me behind the mansion. I was outside doing what I wanted to do. You was behind that till you cried. No, I got too much to drink. I drunk too much. Let's go. Now, get mad because we say the South ain't the suburbs. Then he want to talk about some other shit. Like just being serious. Just being serious. No, I'm being real. You lying. You up here flagging. You're capping. You capping. I know you. What's wrong with y'all? Why y'all doing that to me? Y'all know me. You know I stand on business. You know I stand on business. Why you even letting somebody play with me like that? Why you letting somebody play with me like that? Why you letting him play with me like that? Why you letting him play with me like that? No, ain't no joking. Ain't no joking. What do you mean?
You are embarrassing yourself. You're embarrassing yourself. You are embarrassing.
All right,
Yeah, that definitely happened. That's interesting, but you'd be surprised how often that does happen behind closed doors with a lot of families. It was just very public because he was on Instagram Live with it. I just want to say something before we do say, everything that is about to be said about this feud. Number one, Atlanta is not a real place because after this altercation took place, immediately T.I. and his son were on flyers for parties. And everybody was throwing parties and had them on the flyers, but they weren't getting paid for it. And T.I., I can't say allegedly, he pulled up to one of these venues saying, "Nah, ain't nothing going down until me and mines get paid. That's not what's gonna happen. Y'all are not gonna use our name, image, and likeness to promote whatever event, party, or whatever social gathering that you have going on. It's not happening unless we getting paid." So I just had to say that Atlanta's not a real place because immediately they slapped them on all kind of flyers trying to promote a party. Now, with that being said, regardless of whatever deep disdain you may have towards your parents, whoever raised you, at some point or another, you're in the public eye, this, and you're in public at that. Like, come on now. That's not the place and that's not the time. And that it was just wild that it just unfolded like that. And it's crazy because if you go back, look at some of the photos leading up to that moment, he was talking crazy really the whole time leading up, like into it the whole time. And now, me personally, I don't know him. So it's just like, okay, yeah, enjoy yourself. But then it just got to the point, like, come on, dude. Like, if you got a problem, address that when you get to the house. Like, don't be.
People seem to forget that their oldest daughter is Zanique, who's a singer. She was on the OMG Girls. She's done a few interviews, but she's more laid back, I guess, with it. But she talked about writing in her diary as a child, crying out for her mom. Because at the time that Tiny and T.I. got together, he escaped. She wasn't working as much. And he didn't want her to work. He was like, I'm going to take care of you. And so she was traveling and touring the world with him. And so their oldest daughter even said, yeah, we would be with other family members. And obviously, I don't think that they went without financially, but I don't think that negates their feelings of potential abandonment or things like that. And then also, King, I know from the surface, he comes off as somebody who is rich but wants to be hood because it looks cool. But I honestly feel like it's a little deeper than that. I've seen a lot of boys where they have lost the
expert analysis right here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry, expert analysis, ladies and gentlemen.
They've lost the connection with their dad, and they're trying to gain the love and respect and closeness with their dad. And so they do things that their dad did to get his attention. Now, if y'all listen to T.I. back in the Rubber Band Man days, right? He's talking about the things that he did to survive in Bankhead, right? That's what he felt was necessary for his life at the time. Gang banging, hustling on the street, whatever that may have included. Now you have King, who does not have to live that type of lifestyle, but in his mind, because he's 19, his frontal lobe is not completely formed yet, right?
Now, why you had to bring the frontal lobe into it? Come on now, stop it.
So it's like, okay,
I'm not saying you're wrong, but you didn't have to say his mind's not fully developed.
Let's get the tattoos, let's get the chains, let's do these things so that I can look similar to him and act similar, and maybe I'll get his attention. Now, that could be it. I don't know. But I feel like if more than one of your kids are speaking out, then instead of it turning into an explosion at a Falcons game, maybe taking that moment to say, you know what, we probably need to have some talks and really dig deep into what's going on.
That was great. That was really great. Easier said than done. Because who's to say that these conversations aren't being had, but in the mind of said king in this situation, he feels as if though that time that was lost in a sense, I wouldn't even say in a sense, the time that was lost, we're going to say the time that was lost can't be replaced, right? But all you can do is be proactive and move forward. Now that's easy to say that, he can mend it now and make it better. And of course, I'm pretty sure that's what they're doing now. Because even after that whole situation, I think they dropped like a
Yeah.
podcast episode of sorts, like a little short episode Q&A when they went back and forth. So there was that. I mean, even then after the fact, like, and me personally, when he went, I saw it as, people may see it as something else, but T.I. protecting his son in a sense when they're posting him and his son on flyers and nobody's getting any residuals of sorts. And he's like, hey, like if me and mines aren't getting paid, that's not happening. Like, take it down. You understand what I'm saying? So it seems like, from the outside looking in, that he's making an effort to try to mend whatever, wounds may have been open during that period of time in their early lives. But we'll see. Time will tell. Because usually when you see it rear its head one time, it usually does it a few more. So we shall
see. I hope they find some healing together as a family. Moving on. Moving on. One of my favorite artists,
disrespecting my girl,
Ari Lennox. She's currently on tour with Broad Wave right now, and during a performance, something very disrespectful happened. Let's take a look.
Smart. See, I'm confident as fuck. See, I'm the one and never the motherfucking ass two. Say whoever gets this pussy for the rest of their life better apply that motherfucking pressure. Yeah. Eyes on me, bitch. Don't fucking play with me. Stop that shit. I'll fuck you up. Who did it? Who the fuck did it? Who the fuck did it? I'll fuck your ass up. Cause I'm gonna say that I'm a real ass bitch and I'm gonna fuck your shit all the way the fuck up. Don't you ever disrespect a beautiful black woman on the fucking stage like that. I'm gonna fucking fuck you up. That's the fuck right. You did it, bitch.
That DC came out.
Yeah, it came out all right. Something fierce was about to go down. All right, I'm surprised she didn't. Cardi B threw the mic, but hey, everybody reacts in their own special way. But it was very disheartening to see somebody throw a bottle at Ari, to say the least. Because come on, and it was wild to me is you pay all this money to go see someone perform, so why would you jeopardize them as well as the show that you paid for to come see? I never understood.
Entitled people.
You said what? Say it again, please.
Because we live in a world of entitled people. I feel like people are losing compassion.
Their minds. Their freaking minds.
Other people. And professionals are tired. And they're saying, you know what? We're not taking it anymore. So whether that's a singer on stage, whether that is a teacher in the classroom.
That's exactly what I thought about as soon as I saw the water bottle fly across. I'm like, yo, it's like she's the teacher and whoever that threw the bottle is like the student or a kid in class. Like, this is crazy. Like, and like for them to throw that bottle from that up close, general admission or whatever, like you had to put effort in to even get that close, to launch that bottle, for it to even come that close to her in the first place. That's crazy. And it's just really, like you said, people are getting fed up. Like, and if I'm not mistaken, I can't remember the artist's name, but last year or earlier this year, I want to say somebody got something thrown at them on stage and was hurt, like significantly hurt, and had to get taken to the hospital and get stitches and had like a concussion of sorts. I apologize for not having a name, but like this is just a reoccurring thing, and it's insane. Like it's going to get to the point where people aren't even be able to be nowhere near the people performing.
Exactly.
Like that's what's coming next, and then people are going to be like, "Well, I paid all this money. I want to get as close as I can get." And it's like, well, it's unfortunate, but some people ruin that for everybody.
But okay.
Go ahead. No,
I know that this is a good opportunity for her because it's a job. You know, holidays are coming. She just bought a home. Great. However, Rod Wave and Ari Lennox are such different artists and different audiences. I feel like Rod Wave brings out the children of Ari Lennox's fans, if that makes sense. Or
it don't, but go ahead.
Or a bunch of men, straight men. I'll say that. Whereas Ari Lennox, I feel like it's going to be way more women who are in their 20s and up, and maybe gay men. But I don't see a lot of kids at Ari Lennox shows and things like that. So with that being said, I just this tour didn't make sense to me. First of all, she's not an opener, and if she is going to open for somebody, make it be Erykah Badu. Not
man.
Rod
okay, that's enough. There will be no more Rod Wave slander, man.
It's not slander for him. It just doesn't make sense to me why they would ever go together.
But I understand what you're saying. Two different, genres, or not genres, but two different types of artists with two different styles.
Different audiences is going to bring different energy and different vibes.
Right. But let me finish really quickly here. It wasn't just her and Rod Wave. It was like her, Rod Wave, Tootsie. I don't want to mispronounce his name. Toosi. You know what I'm talking about. Favorite song.
Yeah.
He was there. Him. And I'm definitely leaving somebody off, but it was different people on the show, like on this tour. So yeah, you're gonna have a mixed crowd. So I fully understand what you're saying. I will say that there are a lot more women that listen to Rod Wave than a lot of people realize, but I will put that out there. But it was a mixed crowd, and that could definitely contribute to that. That is something for her team and herself to look at moving forward. But hey, I mean, she signed the dotted line. So if I'm not mistaken, the tour should be wrapping up here that we're talking about in particular in a couple weeks. So trial and error, live and you learn. Moving forward, her team just needs to do a better job, in my honest opinion, of just protecting her in general when it comes to situations like that. I don't know what needs to be done. I can't give you the answer. It's just not just her team, but really teams in general when it comes to these artists, when they're paying for security or they have a team that, does a lot of the things on their day-to-day that helps them, they're going to have to go above and beyond and go a little bit further when it comes to protecting that artist when they're performing as well as when they're in public. Because I know for the most part, they already do a great job protecting when they're in the public eye. Now it's getting to the point where you got to protect them on stage too, even more than ever before. So
I mean, we already got to bring in clear bags that's this size, so I don't know what else they could possibly be doing.
But that's the thing too, though. Some places don't even check it like you think they would check it. Like it's on some. It's interesting, depending on what venue you show up to.
I know when I went to see Kevin Hart, he has these pouches that stay locked, that you put your stuff in, and it's in there until the very end, and you have to walk out of the venue in order for that pouch to be unlocked and you can, get your things. So,
I don't know. I've been to some shows and it's just like, it seems as if people pick and choose who may be a menace to society to check, if that makes sense. Cause I'm just like, come on now. Usually the people that are usually set something off in there are the people you least expect. Like you should be checking everybody, but hey, I digress.
The last thing that I saw on Twitter was this post going around. Well, it was on TikTok, but then made it to Twitter. It was this woman who is married and she has 2 kids, I believe. Both her and her husband, full-time employees. Kids go to regular school, all of that stuff. Anyway, she was talking about the fact that after she has paid all the bills and all the things for the kids, her and her husband are left with $200 to their name. And people were torn, right? Like there were people in the comments saying, girl, y'all need better money management. Like what y'all doing over there? And then other people were like, what are y'all talking about? We live in an economy that is you can't live in it. Like you're not getting livable wages. Rent and mortgage are at an all-time high. Groceries are ridiculous. You could spend $200 and have 5 things in a bag.
Don't get me started when your car gets messed up and it's broke. You thought it used to be expensive? All right, pull up to the shop. Order
Gas
that part.
Going back up. That was just talked about. Gas is going back up. So yeah. I was surprised that she got backlash on that because I'm like, where are y'all working at? Because
and you know how social media goes. It just makes everybody seem as if, oh, you broke, and I'm up. But let's be for real. Everybody always puts on this facade, or they post their best moments or a lot of their achievements on these social media or these different platforms. Like the fact that, you know what I'm saying? Like they're gonna be like, oh, you need to do this, you need to do that. You don't know what these people got going on. They're just telling you where the money is going, but you don't know where all of the money is going. They're telling you they got $200 left after they paid for everything. Now, there's a lot of people out there that can't say they paid for everything. And those might be the same people that are talking, saying, oh, well, y'all need to change something. Your bill's overdue like 3 months. Your light's about to get cut off. And you over here lecturing these people that are making it happen. Yeah, it's not always going to look pretty. And how do we know? And this is what's crazy. Like people always want to put an opinion on something, but you never know. Like maybe they are trying to do different things to find additional income. That father or that husband may be driving Uber or doing whatever he needs to Uber, DoorDash, or whatever to get additional funds. You just never know.
But here's the thing, and I agree with everything you said. We've said this before, and I'm going to say it again. You should not have to work 2, 3, 4, and 5 different jobs in order to sustain a basic level of life where you're paying for the you're paying for the necessities. You need somewhere to stay. You need to be able to eat. You need to be able to clothe yourself and maybe go to the doctor. Because even that, if you have insurance, when you go to the doctor, they're charging you like $100 for and then you're like, well, damn, I shouldn't even game. I don't need to find out what's wrong with me. Let me just figure it out.
They hate me. They hate me. I'd be on the phone. I'd be like, oh yeah, my arm hurt. Send me to an arm specialist. You sure you don't want to? No, I don't want to come in. Send me to the specialist. Because all you're going to do is recommend a specialist. So how about you recommend a specialist over this phone? You can't charge me because I'm asking you an inquiring question on the phone. No. What specialist you got on file? Yeah, set that up. Tell them I'll be there. Like, man, I know they can't stand me at the doctor's office. I'll be like, listen, I know what's wrong. Send me to the specialist. I don't need to come in there. You look me in my eyes, ask me how I'm doing, and then I get me a nice little $150 bill. No, sir. Right. No, sir.
I think what I've learned from today's topics or what I took away, like, just have compassion for other people, but also have compassion and grace for yourself and recognize that you're just trying to stay above water and put one step in front of the other to make it happen. Whatever making it happen looks like for yourself. Thank you for joining us. I have been Dashia D.
And I've been JStan.
And we'll be here every other Friday at noon.
And always remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Man, and love yourself, man. Some of y'all don't love yourselves. Love yourself.
Even this ain't crap.